I've always believed you don't want the cemetery to get rich off of your dreams, because
Wow.
that's the richest place in the world. That's where
Wow.
everybody's dreams are going to die.
Wow.
I remember hearing Denzel give a speech a long time ago, and he said,
Mm.
you do not want to be that person lying on your deathbed.
Wow.
And standing around you are the ghosts of your dreams.
Right. Right.
The ghosts of your dreams. They said, we came to you throughout life.
Right.
You didn't work on us. You didn't make us happen. So now we all got to go to the grave together.
Wow.
And I feel, I'll say this, I'm going to turn it back over to you. But I always tell everybody, I feel that we have a responsibility to leave this world empty of every gift we have. Because that's something we're accountable for also. When I stand before God, I want to be like, hey, man, everything you put in me, everything that's in my heart, I left it out.
I left it down.
I was a student. I gave it to the world because that's what you put me here for, was to give my gift to the world.
Exactly. Exactly.
And man,
you said it. You said it.
Chill.
You said it, man. You said it. No, that's it, man. You said it. Like I tell people all the time, it's tough to explain it when we're talking about something that's so internal. When we talk about a gift or a dream or a passion with us. But if you use it in like the simplest terms and say, what if you were given wings and you never decided to fly with them? Whew. Because you were afraid of coming down. You were afraid of the fall, but you were given these wings. And like you said, I would never want to leave this earth and not totally empty the tank of the gifts that I had, because this was given to me for a reason. It was given for me to live out a purpose, to take on the journey.
Yes.
And you're not going to embark on that journey because of fear, or because you think you know better than the guy who created you. You know, like I tell people all the time, I say, what if you only bought your iPhone or whatever phone you use and you only used the calculator? You didn't use it. You didn't maximize the potential of the phone. You never knew what you can do with that phone because you're like, oh, I just need it to just add numbers. And, you know, that's what we do sometimes because it works. Because we find something that works and we be like, okay, that's what works for me and that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the calculator is going to work. But if you took more time and invested into that phone, you can find that you can do so much more.
Yes.
And the same thing with us. We have to spend time investing into ourselves to identify those gifts and figure out how we're going to utilize those gifts. And not just settle for whatever worked. You know, okay, that worked. You know, it worked for me working at Sherwin-Williams. That worked. You know, I had a paycheck. It worked. You know, I was able to, you know, keep the lights on and all that.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a retirement plan, all that stuff. All that worked. Sounds great.
Yeah.
It wasn't my purpose. It wasn't my journey. It wasn't for me. You know, I had to find out what was best for me. And it's not knocking anybody who goes to their 9 to 5. That might be for them. You know, that might be your gift and what you're called to do.
Exactly.
What I was called to do is what I end up doing. And I have proof of that. And it's going to be here as long as this world is here. And that's all, like, that is like it. Like, once that happened, which is also the flip side of it, because it happened so young. Because now I'm like, what else?
It's still a lot in you. It's still a lot in you. I can't wait to see it.
But it put a lot of pressure on me afterwards. Like, you had to follow up. Like Michael Jackson had to follow up Thriller. You know, you got to follow up that next one.
Well, we gonna be doing movies together, you and I.
We are. I'm writing now. I'm trying to direct, man. Hey, I'm taking my gift and my passion for telling stories through my visual art, and I'm going back because I used to do film in high school.
Yes.
And I'm trying to get on the big screen, man. Hey, I'm writing to this day, man. Every day I get up, man, I got some stuff that I'm working on, man. I just have to get focused to finish those things, but I'm on there.
Man, I love hearing that. Everybody, if you just signed on, you are listening to an interview with Van Monroe, incredible artist, incredible writer, creative. He has the first Obama, really, I'm going to say marketing piece.
Yeah. It's
in the Smithsonian. So you travel to DC to the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Right next to Oprah's theater, right?
Theater, yeah.
Woo, I just got chills with that. And
so she's seen it. It's like all that.
Oprah saw, huh?
Had to have. And that just makes me like just warm inside to know that Oprah seen my show. Like, Obama has 2 pairs, and I'm like excited that Oprah has seen it. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
Oprah seen it.
You know, she might take a picture with it. You never know.
Man, listen. Hope so.
And people, if you are listening, some of you guys know Van who are signing in. His story is such an inspiration. I see somebody talking about Oprah. Yes, you know, she start talking about Oprah. Everybody, you know, everybody.
Hey, but that's it.
the whole thing is like your life, it was built on one at 2 years old. Your mom started speaking life.
She started. Yeah, she started.
These are key principles of making sure you are. Yeah, Van is definitely, he's extremely talented. See, people just signing on, just throwing everything out.
I appreciate it.
But you surrounded yourself with people who speak life. And that's one of the things I tell everybody. You have to, anybody, if they're not speaking life to you, you got to kind of pull away from that. You need people who speak life into what God has told you to do. And not somebody, when they see you going through something, start saying, well, maybe you need to do something else. No, you need somebody to say, get behind you, say, no, you're going to do this. You're not stopping. You're not going to quit. And that's the type of stuff I'll come at you like, no, you're not quitting because I see what's in you.
Right.
Way will be made, but you got to hold on to stay strong. And now that you've done that, look what's happened in your life. You've worked with Lala Anthony. You worked with, man, just put like this. Give us a quick 3 or 4 people that we all know that you worked with because you stood your ground.
Okay, you know, I got the shoe. I made shoes for Barack Obama, Spike Lee, Kurt Franklin.
Oh man.
We talked about Oprah. I made shoes for Gayle King before. Hugh Jackman.
What? Wolverine?
Yeah. Wolverine. Yeah, I made a special pair for him. Ellen DeGeneres. I made a pair for her. Nicki Minaj, Drake. It goes like sometimes I forget it because I don't keep this stuff on the top of my head because I'm always thinking about what I'm gonna do next.
That's good. You don't need to keep
Adam Sandler.
Let other people keep
me out.
For you.
See my cousin, my family. They know I forget this stuff. Adam Sandler's one of them. There you go.
Yes.
I don't even remember this stuff, man. But
this is incredible.
Yeah. So
all these people that you have done work with because you stood your ground, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, people, if you are listening out there, this is so critical, especially during this time, that you take the adversity that we're dealing with and find the beauty in adversity. Beautiful things come out of pain. It really does. A woman who's giving birth, she'll tell you she's in pain.
Yeah.
But the most beautiful thing to come out of that is new life.
New life.
You know, so this is painful for the entire world right now.
Right.
What beauty can we find as we're going through this tough time?
Right.
And I'm just looking at all, like, if you think about anytime there's been difficult times financially, whatever in the world, major corporations have kind of come as a result of this. More millionaires are born during this time.
Right.
Anytime.
Right.
More millionaires. And that's what's so beautiful about this. How can they follow you too? How can they stay connected with you before we
stay connected on all platforms? Is at Van Monroe. Everything, I keep it simple. Van Monroe. I'm the only one. Yeah, Van Monroe.
I like to do that too. I like to be easy to find.
Easy to find me. Yeah.
Yeah, you can find me. You know, I have a question for you. Yeah, I just wanted to do some fun questions.
Yeah,
everybody, if you're watching, we got about 5 more minutes. If you want to jump in and throw a little Q&A out, I'm sure Van doesn't mind fielding.
Yeah, go ahead.
My question for you is, give me your celebrity crush, and what would be your ideal date with your celebrity crush?
Okay, all right. So it's this writer called Sean. Her name is Sean Rising. That's my celebrity crush. All right.
Okay.
That's what I was.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, her name is Sean Rising. Okay. And man, my ideal date with Sean.
She right in the conversation. She's like,
right in the comment section. You see that?
Yeah.
That, man, right on the spot. There you go, man.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Right. Now, you know what, man? But you know what? I would like to maybe go to DC, man. You know, I would love to go to DC and you know, just share a moment inside of the African American History Museum and then finish it at my display, you know, and just give the story again of how I got there. And, you know, that's just something simple. Like, I don't want to give y'all too much of my.
We don't need to know everything. You know,
it's something simple. Right? That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're going to do.
Somebody jumped in and was like, can you talk about your first film in high school? And they put an LOL. So
because he knows it's funny because I did a film. My first film, I won an award for it.
Sean said she would love that. So I get, man,
okay.
Have I set up a date already? This is not the dating game, but
it's not the dating game, but She got it. You got that, Sean.
All right.
We got it. Yeah, for sure. My first film was so this is the crazy part about it. See, again, I be forgetting stuff. My first film was a remake of He Got Game. Spike Lee's joint, He Got Game, right? I was always on Spike Lee.
I made a remake.
I was in high school. I remade He Got Game and made it after a football player, which was me. I played myself in the football.
Does Spike know this?
No, he don't. No, he don't know this. Yeah. This is something I'm about to tell. So I've never told Spike that I want to be a film director. Like I want my work to find him.
Okay.
Because I know he hears that all the time. Like, hey, I want to write this. I want my work to find him, and then him to text me is like, man, you right? Are you a director? That give me more credibility than just utilizing my relationship because I paint shoes and be like, nah, I ain't doing that. Nah. My gift. Gotta use my gift. It's gonna make room for me. I'm just gonna, I just gotta put it out there. It'll find him. Yeah, so I made He Got Game 2. And it was around a football player named Van, but I played the football player, his name wasn't Van Monroe. But I used my highlights from high school in the film, and I won an award for it. And I mixed in a little influence of Nutty Professor, and so I dressed up with different characters in the family, different. So I had I was like the older uncle, I was a dad, I was all at the dinner table. So I did a dinner table scene.
Oh wow!
Now this is before Adobe Premiere. This is before I shot it all in one shot. It's crazy how I did it. It's crazy how I did it, but I was able to edit actually on the actual camera. I was editing on my camera at the time. I learned how to do that because I didn't have a computer to edit or anything like that. So I did everything in sequence on the film, and then I did all my editing on the film. And then, I transferred that to a VHS, and then won the film festival award for best film. Man, everybody was looking like, how did you do this? And I'm like, I figured it out. Like as a creative, like we figured things out. Like it's not like, it's not nothing special. That's just what we do. Like, LeBron James, he dunks. Like I'm a creative and I figure things out. Like it's not like I don't look at it as something like special. Like LeBron James dunks, he knows he can dunk. He's 6'7", he can jump. I'm a creative and this is what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, that's what happened, man. So I'm trying to get back into that because I didn't see a pathway for myself as a film director at the time. But now I'm like, ooh, I can make films, man.
Yes, you can.
So me and you gonna work together, man. I'm gonna get you on one of my scripts, man, and we're gonna make it happen, brother.
We are, and I'm gonna tell you right now, that word "try" does not exist in your vocabulary anymore. You might as well start calling yourself a film director. You made your first film in high school, so you're officially a film director.
I'm officially a film director.
No matter what anybody says, you've done it. Right.
I've done it already. Yeah.
Somebody said, "What company do you use for casting?"
Who is that?
They're trying to get in. I ain't mad at them. They're trying to get in. They're like, hey, I'm ready.
Right, yeah.
I'm telling you, we're coming to the close of our time. And, man, this feels so quick. I feel like I'm getting cheated because I had a lot more questions. Can you give one quote or something that's a mantra or something that you live by that keeps you going every single day? Is there something that you use every single day as your fuel?
Yeah, Mark Twain says, 2 most important days of our lives is the day we was born and the day we found out why. So the day we were born and the day you found out why you were born. And I've lived off of that since I heard the quote. And I was living off that before I even knew the quote existed. I found out why I was born, and that's been my drive. That's been my drive. What's up, Carl? That's been my drive. So. Oh,
somebody told me to tell my brother hi. Yeah, I'll tell him hi. Okay. Yeah. But so you quoted Mark Twain.
Mark Twain.
Repeat that one more
time. Two most important days of your life: the day you were born and the day you found out why. I'm
gonna hold on to that because that is so critical. That is, man. Everybody, I thank you guys for signing in and listening to us. You'll actually be able to watch this broadcast again. It's going to be on Van. I'm going to make sure he has a copy of it because just, something he might use to inspire himself from time to time and remember his accomplishments.
Yeah, but I remember.
But this will be on my IG. It will be on my YouTube channel. Rodney Damon Collins. Just type. It'll be on my podcast, RDC Speak Life Sessions, which is available on Apple, Spotify, and Anchor. So it's out there. This will be something that you definitely want to make sure you watch again. Get these principles in your spirit. Van Monroe is an incredibly talented man. He's somebody that is making an impact on the industry, but all, you know, outside of the entertainment industry, the world. He's inspiring young people. When I used to be a director at a youth organization, I won't even say the name, back in Cleveland. I brought Van in to talk to the youth there and inspire them. They just loved him. They didn't want him to leave because so many of our kids, especially, are looking for somebody who looks like them to show them how to get to where they want to go. And man, I'm telling you, man, you have a beautiful life. You really do. There is beauty in the struggle. Wow. I don't like to romanticize and say, oh, I just love struggling. Nobody likes struggling.
No, nobody likes that.
But what it does, it helps you reach down deep into the soil of who you are. And that beautiful tree that God wants to blossom in your heart and blossom for the world to see, it grows up. But anybody who wants to accomplish anything, you got to know, man, it's not going to be easy. You listen to Van's story, it is not going to be easy. And you have to have the right people on the bus with you, as they say. Get the right people on the bus. The wrong people on the bus, you got to kick them off. Take the bus pass. They can't ride with you no more. You need people speaking life. You need to have a resolve in yourself, and you need to know daily why you are doing what you're doing. And it's got to be bigger than finances. We all want to have big bank accounts. I'm keeping it real. If somebody say it ain't, you don't want to have some money, give me the money that you make. I'll take that then. You know, we all need to have income, but
we do.
It's about leaving this world empty of every gift you have, and inspiring somebody else to take that baton and be able to make life better for other people. You inspire me. I wish I can draw. All I can do is draw stick figures, so I ain't try to draw. Wish I can draw. I look at those shoes. I'm like, I can't wait till I can afford a pair. And I'm just keeping real. We're friends. I don't get no freebies. I don't ask for freebies because that's not right. That's a gift he has. But when I got my money, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to get my shoe.
Hey, Rod, when I was in college, they were $30, man. Nobody jumping on me then when they was only $30. Right?
Ain't 30 no more.
Ain't 30 no more. Yeah. Hey, I want to say shout out to my man Junior, who's in the room, man. He brought me out to Africa, and I did a workshop out there where I taught them how to paint on shoes, and we made some shoes for the president at that time. We had some good times out there, man. So shout out to Junior, man. I see you in the room.
Oh man, you know what, everybody, we are down to 1 minute.
Okay.
You know, I can't believe, man. Just I said, IG don't be playing with the time. If you want to know more about Van, you can follow him on all social media platforms at Van Monroe. Google him. I know they'd be like, he didn't have to say it. He didn't say Google me. I said, Google him. Yeah. You will see everything you need to know about Van Monroe. And if you're looking for somebody to inspire you, look at his life, because it is going to be a life story also. This is going to be told on film also. This is something that people need to see. My wife and I just watched a film last night entitled Uncorked on Netflix. It was very inspiring. It was something that caught me off guard, but I was like, wow, never thought about it. It's called Uncorked. It's a pretty good film.
Yeah.
But your life makes me think about the fact it needs to be out there for people to see.
Speaking into existence.
The book. It's time for the book. It's time.
What's up, Doug? My brother enjoying the room. You late, Doug?
Yeah, you late, man. You late. But you guys can watch this broadcast again. I'm going to release Van to go because they get ready to cut us off.
All right, brother.
Van, actually, I'm going to reach out to you in about 5 minutes, so we might have to do another video, just off a sidebar video talk.
Okay.
I just want to talk to you about a couple of things. Everybody, thank you for signing in. RDC Speak Life Sessions. Follow Spotify, Apple. You'll get more information. You can check this out on Van's IG. You'll see it on my IG, Rodney Damon Collins. Thank you very much for signing in, and we are signing off. Remember to love God, love yourself, and love people. Peace.
Peace.